Like the Tutsis, you're not the target audience, but you should tune in sometime. It's remarkable. Given that opposing racism is America's national religion, it may surprise you to learn that open race hate forms much of the substance of that channel's programming. And when we say race hate, we're not referring to the subtle coded variety. You want border security? You giving your kids piano lessons? You like Shakespeare? You believe in the SAT? You must be a racist. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the kind of race hate you cannot mistake for anything else, the kind where people just come out and announce, I hate this race of people, and here's why I do. It's hard to believe that anything like that is happening right now on American television, but it is, out in the open. And the most amazing and the most creepy part of all is that no one is saying anything about it. It's all but ignored. And honestly, we had no idea what was going on either until we started getting texts from people. Are you watching this? Can you believe this? So we tuned in. Apparently on the left, what you're about to see is considered completely normal, even good. And that should worry you deeply. You don't want to live in Rwanda. But on MSNBC, they're already there. Now, you probably knew about Joy Reid, the race lady, who's been fixated on race hate for years now. But MSNBC has a new host, someone called Tiffany Cross, who hosts a show called The Cross Connection. Here's a selection.
Many of us have seen the dangers when powerful white people decide they want something, they annex it. And they've never had a problem replacing the people who stand in their way.
We see American white people are going crazy. They're resorting to violence.
This is literally what conservative white folks do when they don't get their way. They turn violent.
White people deputizing themselves in some position of authority to have jurisdiction over their life when they need to mind their blanking business.
I don't think it's our responsibility to be tasked with destroying and dismantling the racial oppression that's against us. That's just saying we're more at fault than the white people who constructed this system and the white people who continue to practice institutional racism.
A majority of white people do not support policies that would unpack and unroll and reform this system of justice. This is what they want. Matt Gaetz is giving the white folks what they want.
White replacement can strangle culture. So yes, we should all be concerned about white replacement. It is, after all, a very threat to our survival here. Roland made a really legitimate point here. I will say, you know, a lot of black men sometimes feel like they're ignored or they're put down, particularly sometimes even by black women in the media. So this is not that. But I do hear Roland's point that felt ignored. But you feel ignored and then you go over to the other side. The oppressed feel oppressed. So then you go and try to align with the oppressor. So I'm not putting black men down, but sometimes it's like, well, some of you Kevin Samuels following Tariq Nasheed quoting people, please look at the truth and see what's happening and get in line with some of the black women. Is majority, like he said, vote Democrat, but that margin of people who can be plucked away from your people and go advance policies that harm your people, I just don't understand that. Okay, so normally you guys know I use this time to address something or someone relevant who has warranted some sort of ire from the community. However, this week I'm taking a slightly different approach and addressing someone completely irrelevant. I'm speaking, of course, about Megyn Kelly. The 50-year-old bully is trying to bulldoze her way back into relevance that only comes to women like her for being a provocateur, not for offering any type of intellectual input. Nevertheless, here we are. Why? Because the blackface connoisseur who had to apologize for ridiculously asking why it was racist for white people to wear blackface for Halloween is now going after someone who's less than half her age but has twice her intelligence. But when it comes to us, sister, stop punching above your weight. You keep asking for this smoke that you really don't want. You want to act like a high school mean girl, and you'll get treated that way. Sit down, be humble, while our left stroke keeps going viral.
Wow. Listen to the way, Tiffany Cross is just talking about Megyn Kelly. Listen to this. It's always the racist remarks that they want to use all the time to try to make a point. Look how they allow everybody on there to be like, white people this, white people fault, white people fault. This is the same crap that Joy Reid was doing, and apparently this new female boss that just came in got wind of that and knew that the racist remarks that Joy Reid always had against white people and allowing a lot of more people to come on there and bash white people. I mean, just whole segments of white people this, white people that. They mad because white people voted for President Trump and they don't like it. So now Joy Reid is going after them. The same way Sonny Holston from The View, she said she felt like the white women that voted for Donald Trump is uneducated. That this is what they've been doing ever since the election went over and President Trump won. They've just been going after white people just nonstop. And that's the reason why she done got canceled. Now, without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and dive into this article right here, because this is what I want y'all to see right here. As y'all can see right here at the top, it say MSNBC cancels. Joy Reid left his show as network make major shakeup. And not only that, when we go down, you will see say MSNBC liberal mainstay Joy Reid's show has been canceled as part of a major overhaul by the network's new president, Rebecca Cutler, according to a report. So Rebecca Cutler is the new female boss, and she's coming over there cleaning house. And it say the 7 p.m. program hosted by ardent Trump critic Reid, she will be replaced by a new panel show featuring co-hosts Alicia Menendez, Michael Steele, and Simone Sanders Townsend. The New York Times reported, citing insiders.